Azzrudin Mohamed. So we have nomination day tomorrow in Guyana, where the political parties present their candidate list to the Elections Commission. Well, as you all know, there are some fake images that are circulating on social media, allegedly about this idiot Azzrudin Mohamed and his sex freak, but they're all fake images. Don't bother with it. You see, I think those images came out of the Mohammed's camp. They came out of the Mohammed's camp to bring more attention to him because of tomorrow's nomination day. You see, it's a political strategy. Okay? All bad publicity is good publicity. So he needs as much publicity as possible to bring attention to his campaign, to bring attention to his candidacy. And what is better to use than a sexually exploited images or videos? And since they cannot generate AI sex tapes for Mohammed, they tend to Photoshop a few images and, you know, have it circulated. While the smartest amongst us will know that that is fake and just dismiss it, the vulnerable people would think this is real, and they'll be gossiping about it. And it will give Mohammed the opportunity to come out and say, hey, you see, the PPP is trying to slander me, they're trying to undermine me, they're trying to this. When those images came out of their camp, the PPP has no time for that nonsense. Okay? No time for that nonsense. We have no intentions to spread fake propaganda. Those things are for the PNC, AFC, and those people with their likes like this Wayne Caesar guy and Mark Benchcop and Rickford Flirt and Melly Smell and Fat Buddy and all these names and Waggy or Doggy and whatever these lowlifes they call themselves. Those fake stuff is for them. Okay, Mohammed should have had them circulate those images and try to get attention that he's looking for. But we need to stay on target. Okay, we need to be careful because the AFC and Nigel Hughes, they're trying to build up a scenario to have violence be a part of tomorrow's activities. So we have to be careful with that. We have to be careful and understand that we cannot allow these things to distract us. Okay, the PPP needs peace and orderly, and that is what will continue. Nonetheless, you see, when we look at this issue with the Mohammed's camp, he is an operative Maduro. He is a Venezuelan freak, and maybe he does like Venezuelan girls, but there are no real images of him and those. And like I said before, bitches fuck billionaires. That's what they do. They for a small change. And you should ask Smelly Smell about that. Ask Smelly Smell and that woman that is walking around behind Mohammed, that fat, ugly woman, that hideous-looking woman that is, you know, she's working for her money, like she says, you know. Yeah, those people, they like those kinds of attention. But the decent folks of the PPP and Guyana, we have no time for that shit. Okay, we have no time for that. But nonetheless, we invest in idiots want attention to their party. Okay, that's what they should call themselves. WII. We invest in idiots. Okay, because they have Doggy as their vice president and all these other people as their minister of this and minister of whatever. And I think Smelly Smell would have a minister of prostitution because they want to legalize prostitution. So I think they will give Melly Mel that ministry. And so yes, I guess the candidate list for the win, We Invest in Idiots party, we have to look forward to see who gets what in that party. But I cautioned you before that there is a deal between the PNC and WIN offering Azzrudin Mohamed the vice president's position. All right, because what happens is that all those people who are running after WIN for their small change, for their bread money and their Demico ice cream money, Those people are running behind the wind for that, and they want their gas for their bikes and gas for their cars, and they take those rental cars from wind. Those people are PNC people. So PNC need to keep them as close as possible. And when they vote for win, the PNC knows that a vote for win is a vote for the PNC. So they're not worried. What they're trying to do is they're trying to use this Indian guy, this corrupt Indian guy, Azzrudin Mohamed, who calls himself a good Muslim. They're trying to get him to allure, to hypnotize and somehow seduce the poor ghetto Indians. Those low-life Indians that are hanging around the ghetto, that likes to hang with the PNC and likes to push propaganda for the AFC and these kinds of people. Yes, they're trying to get those people to vote for win. But they need to understand that win really means we invest in naughty or we invest in idiots. So if you stand with win, you are an idiot. You need a law. Pass the law that when you have people like that, people who have criminal backgrounds, who have been convicted, who have been sanctioned, you need to pass a law that those people are not eligible for an ID card to vote or a passport or to get go on the candidate lists for any political party. You need to pass that law. If you want to be a civilized country, you're saying that Guyana is civilized, then that is what civilized countries do. You can't be a criminal and be allowed to vote or be allowed to enter a seat in parliament. That should be unconstitutional. It should be illegal. Why would you wait until a scenario like this arises then to consider making laws for that? You should have thought of this a long time. Since in the Barnum time. You saw how many criminals came out of the Barnum camp. And a lot of them are still here today. A lot of them are still here today. They should be banned. And people should become ineligible if they look like Coretta Scott, Coretta McDonald or Aubrey Norton, and even this Simona Broom's woman. Certain personalities should be banned from politics. They should not be allowed to enter politics because they're too hideous. It's not, a woman should be feminine. You can't be a woman, but you have more muscles than a man. Come on. Unless you're a lesbian. I'm not saying anybody's a lesbian. I'm saying unless you're a lesbian, you need to look feminine, sexy. Okay? You need to be the kind of woman that men want to look at. Not men would be able, not the women that men want to compete with. Men want to look at. All right, so go out today at the PPP launch. Go out today, have fun, enjoy yourself. Okay, and we'll see each other. But understand that when you hang around idiots like Win, have you listened to their? I want to ask you if you have listened to their rally in Wisma yesterday. This guy has no fucking clue. Mohammed is so stupid. You are such an idiot, man. You talk like you are drunk. How was it they say that you don't drink alcohol? You look like you are high on stupid. You look like you are high on stupid. Something. You are high on something. If it's not alcohol, if it's a drug, some fucking thing you are high on. Maybe you have to be around all those idiots, all those lowlifes and those thugs and scraps. You have to be around them, and their personality is affecting you. You need somebody to hold you up. Now you see what this game is all about. You think it would be easy, right? You think it would be easy because all those people that you surround yourself by, they are stupid, as dumb as you. They can't offer you any solution. They are clueless themselves. Now you see how heavy this is. You have to be a genius. You have to be an Irfan Ali or a Barrett Jagdeo to make it in politics. You can't be an Aubrey Norton. They're losers. Everybody in the PNC camp are losers. Everybody. They won 2015 by a fluke. Rigged election. So Azzrudin, go enjoy those Venezuelan women. Okay?